Tonight in a virtual town hall, President Trump said the COVID-19 death toll in the United States could reach 100,000. 67,000 have died so far. As CBS News Nikole Killion reports, the president described when he thinks schools should reopen.
Lincoln Memorial.
In a virtual town hall from inside the Lincoln Memorial, President Trump said repeatedly a vaccine to prevent coronavirus will be available by the end of the year.
I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. Now, the doctors would say, well, you shouldn't say that. I'll say what I think.
The president said he will encourage governors and private universities to open schools back up again in the fall, and he defended his support of hydroxychloroquine. That's despite the lack of any large high-quality studies showing the drug works for patients with coronavirus and the significant safety concerns of medical experts. As for a second wave,
will it come back? It might. It could. Some people say yes, but it will pass.
There were more protests to reopen state economies over the weekend.
End this darn shutdown. It's unconstitutional. It's killing more people than you think you're saving.
In both Oregon and Minnesota, so-called reopen protesters clashed with health care workers who were counter-protesting. The coordinator of the White House's coronavirus task force chastised protesters who are not social distancing, like these in Michigan.
It's devastatingly worrisome to me personally, because if they go home and infect their grandmother or their grandfather who has a comorbid condition and they have a serious or an unfortunate outcome, they will feel guilty for the rest of our lives.
But the economic pain that's driving the protest is clear. More than 30 million Americans have filed for unemployment over the past 6 weeks. As the Senate heads back to work Monday, the White House now indicates it may hold off on a fourth relief package until it sees the results of previous efforts. Nikole Killion, CBS News, the White House.
The House will not be back in session tomorrow. Supreme Court justices will begin to hear arguments Monday by phone.